it gives too much power. The best thing to do is take the power away and then leave it like this. So even if one person wins it, no matter what the two people, these people still have the power over this. And that's the logic. It's a numbers game.
I know it's a numbers game.
Now with Marcellus...
But when you say numbers, the problem with the numbers are, if Marcellus gets HOH and Kaser's already gone home, I think he comes after you.
Okay, but he doesn't have the numbers to kick me out.
But what if I'm across from you? You know?
I still don't think he'll have the numbers to kick me out.
But then he'll have the numbers to kick me out if I'm across from you.
But then if I win the power veto, you power veto, somebody else can go up. I don't think he's going to come after you. He's never mentioned you at all.
Probably because he thinks he can beat me in the end.
Exactly. He's never mentioned you in any negative way whatsoever.
They're also saying they don't want Marcellus in sequester because he's going to vote based on who he likes personal instead of game. You know, because he's the biggest bitch in here.
Right.
Another option is people say George. I told him that's probably out of the question.
But no, when I told you George came to me 2 minutes ago. He said, all I want to do is make it to sequester, Dani. I said, that's fine.
So then Diana wanted, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but that deal just happened then. It didn't happen like 3 weeks ago, because I don't want you to think I was trying to cover his ass like 3 weeks ago. But I'm not gonna go against Chicken Man. Because he wants to make it to sequester. Now
as gameplay, he's a waste. You know, he doesn't do anything. He refuses to talk to anyone. He won't even tell anyone how he feels. You know what I mean? So it's like, do I want to see him in the end? No, I don't want to see him get 50 because he stepped up during the veto comp because he's created self-degradation. Do I like him as a person? Yes.
Love him as a person.
But I would rather even see someone like Marcellus win over George, because at least Marcellus, whether he's doing everything behind people's back, at least he's doing something. He's not just laying on the furniture all day taking a nap and doing dishes. You know, because George is not in any way playing somewhat of a strategic game. He's just laying there. Marcellus is not strategic, he's just being a bitch, but at least he's somewhat playing. He's lying to people, he's doing the big brother, what you're allowed to do.
Right, yeah.
So, but I completely understand the numbers. You know, I really, really, really do not want Kaser to go home this week.
I don't want Kaser to go home.
But if it's him or me, then, you know,
I'll say
goodbye to him.
I don't want Kaser to go home at all. But I have to play this game. Last time, I was all about, you know, and I can't do that anymore. I have to think strategically.
Completely.
That's why it was important to leave the nominations as is, because I didn't want. And I looked Howie in his face, and I was like, going to ask the producers, now when I told him I swore on my children's lives, did he say no? Or did he drop down? Is there a loophole in that? I can't remember. You know, I just, you know, because if it was any other situation, I would put Howie up and win again twice.
The good thing about if Howie and Janelle stay in the game, they're both a huge target.
Both of them are. Plus, it kills me, because Kaser reminds me of Jason a lot and everything with the honor and integrity, blah, blah, blah. But he's not cut out for this game. I had these talks with him a million different times. Because he won't have your back. I mean, I replayed that rope thing, and he just let go too soon. You know, at least Howie tried to suffer and take it for the team. And you gotta respect that, you know what I mean? You were dying, you lost your shoe.
Lost both shoes.
Lost both shoes, so, you know, I totally understand that. You see where I'm going at? I'm not trying to justify it, because there's no really...
No, I know, I understand completely. Like with the sequester logic, I understand George wants to go to sequester. That's fine, but this is not a place for him to just come because he wants to make some money.
No, no.
And I think if we're going based on some sort of like logic like that, I think I'd rather have Kaser here than George, completely. But then if you put out the numbers, but now when is someone going to go after George ever?
Erica may go after George.
Erica can't. She cannot take the fucking easy way out if she gets HOH next week.
I tell you this, James, I'll look at you. If Erica does what she's supposed to do next week and win HOH, and I win HOH, I would take out George. I would take him out. Because I told him he can make it to sequester, but I would take him out.
Maybe I'll take him out if I go after Erica.
Okay.
It's kind of disappointing me because I know when these guys get out of here, they're going to blame me for turning people against them. They're never going to admit that what Janelle did. Or maybe when they look at your guys' private discussions in the DR, people blowing up.
Do you care?
I just don't like being seen like I'm doing this to be evil as opposed to strategy. I enjoy the evil aspect of it. I do. I can't help it. It's why this game is somewhat enjoyable, even the competitions are not competitions, but they're events of like humiliation. It's because when somebody lies to you, so I was telling Kaser, my Kaser, you only give people in here one opportunity to lie to you. After that, you can't give them another opportunity because it's when you go home. You know, we're in this trouble because of Janelle's attack on the Flippers and her blatant lie to the entire house.
She told me she was going to go after Chicken George. Yeah, she said it. She said George is going next week. I'm like, oh, okay, so she wants Chicken George. And then Diane is coming to me. Do you think it's weird that they attacked me in the power veto competition?
Yeah, what?
I'm all, yeah, it's weird. But I don't think, and then I stopped myself and I said,
They try to get it every week too in the household and fuck off.
The house has the power.
If I get it next week, do I put Janelle off right away, or do I wait till after the veto ceremony? Because she can't play for veto, it's not backdooring. But I don't want to give Howie the opportunity to take her off the block.
Yep. You hit the back door, I'm sorry.
It's not a backdoor, she can't compete for veto.
Oh, okay. Well, you get it.
I've been sucking on something for like half an hour, and I have not gotten one little bit of it. I put them on my pants and I've gotten the taste.
If Janelle comes after me, she can come after me, that's fine. But I'm not going to play this game with fear.
You can't?
I can't. That's what I did in season 3. I was scared to death. I don't want this, and I'm not going to do that. So
just make sure you're still doing what you did as the smartest idea.
I'm doing it the smartest idea. Absolutely.
Numbers don't lie.
Numbers don't lie. It's a numbers game. I'm like, you just see me as like insult account, but okay.
And one thing I told Erica to do is I need her to start doing recon once, if Kaser gets put up, because I want to hear the things that Janelle is trying to get people to, I want to hear the campaigning against me, because I'm not going to campaign against Kaser.
I don't expect you to.
One, I already had the votes locked.
Right.
But I'm not going to campaign, and I want to have all the shit that she says come back. And she was so sweet to me when her and I were on the block together, but she was a complete bitch to me this entire fucking first month. So.
Yeah, I'm curious. Do you think Howie is going to vote to keep Casey?